Good afternoon to everyone. Myself, I am Surya Narayana, working as an assistant professor in DBSIT, Havali. Today, I am going to explain Unit 1 in finite element method, which is for third year mechanical students. In this Unit 1, I am discussing about what are the approximate methods for solving the differential equations. Those are nothing but Rayleigh-Ridge method and weighted residual method, total potential energy method. In weighted residual method, they are classified into 4 types. Okay, in detail, we will discuss later in next slides. First of all, coming to Rayleigh-Ridge method. This method is used for solving complex structural problems, but this is slightly similar to total potential energy method. In total potential energy method, phi is a displacement function. Okay, remember, students, please remember, in total potential energy method, phi is a displacement function. But coming to Rayleigh-Ridge method, this is a ridge parameter. For this Rayleigh-Ridge method, the expression is I, that equal to pi. Pi is the ridge parameter in Rayleigh-Ridge method or total potential energy method. That equal to applying limits for ridge parameter, that is integral x1 to x2 f of x y x comma y of x dx. Here y of x is a displacement function. Y of x is a displacement function. This will be right in polynomial series, and we'll get y of x equal to, already we know that the polynomial series y of x equal to a1 plus a2x plus a3x square plus a4x cube and plus a5x power 4 and so on, where here a1, a2, a3 are the ridge parameters. Okay. For solving the problems in Rayleigh-Ridge method, we have to follow these 3 steps. One is assumption of a displacement field. Next, first one is the assumption. We have to assume the displacement function or field. After then, determination of total potential. Third, final step is the solving of system of equations. First step, coming to first step, it is nothing but we have to assume a displacement function, that means y of x. We have to assume the displacement field or function y of x. These are very essential boundary conditions of the problem and internal compatibility. After then, second step is the determination of total potential. In previous slide, I told you in Rayleigh-Ridge method, pi is a ridge parameter. In total potential energy method, pi is a displacement function. In this total potential energy, total potential is indicated by using pi of p, pi p for the system under consideration. Remember, total potential is indicated by pi suffix p. After then, third step is the solving the system of equations. System of equations is nothing but we have to solve by differentiating the equations. Pi p is the total potential of particular problem, and after then Ci is the coefficient of small variations. That means I is from 1 to n, 1 comma 2 and so on n, which will provide the necessary equations for solving coefficient Ci. Okay. Whenever we want to solve the problem by using Rayleigh-Ridge method, remember that Rayleigh-Ridge method is used for solving complex structural problems. We have to follow compulsory these 3 fields. One is assumption of displacement field and determination of total potential, and final step is the solving system of equations. In this, I am taking one simple problem to understand what is Rayleigh-Ridge method. In this, I am taking this type of linear elastic one-dimensional rod having length L, and I am dividing into 2 parts. Here Young's modulus and area is 1 for that element. In this, I am considering a linear elastic one-dimensional rod and whose potential energy can be determined by neglecting body force. Okay, here I am not applying any body force here. only Young's modulus and areas are 1, 1. The expression for finding potential energy or total potential is indicated by pi suffix p. In this, I'm taking pi equal to half integral 0 to L. Limits, I'm applying limits here, integral 0 to L. EA. E is the Young's modulus, A is the area of particular single elastic linear rod, du by dx whole square, dx minus 2u 1. Also considering polynomial function and finding the potential energy. We already know that the polynomial function or polynomial series that will be written in u. In previous Rayleigh method, I'm discussing about y equal to writing in terms of y of x equal to a1 plus a2x plus a3x square. In this, I'm writing in terms of u. Why? Because I'm finding the total potential energy and deflections. U equal to a1 plus a2 x plus a3 x square and a for x cube and so on. And further steps, I'm taking boundary conditions. In this, I'm taking boundary conditions u equal to 0 and x is also 0. Internal energies and parameters x, those both are zeros, and x equal to 2. Why? Because these are divided into two elements, Young's modulus and area of the particular one-dimensional rod are equal to 1. Therefore, x equal to 2, applying boundary condition u equal to 0, x equal to 0 in equation 2. X equal to 0 in equation 2, we get a1 plus a2, x equal to 2. X equal to 2. I'm substituting the value of a2 into 2. 2a2 plus a3x square, x equal to 2 square, after then 4a3, that equal to u. And before I'm applying the boundary conditions, I'm stating that a1 is equal to 0. Why? Because I'm applying the boundary conditions u equal to 0 and x equal to 0 in equation 2. After then a1 is a single constant, it will be also 0. a1 equal to 0. After then a1 equal to u equal to 0, and substituting the values of a1 and u equal to 0, a1 is equal to 0. After then the remaining terms will be 2a2 plus 4a3, u is also 0, 0. After then I'm finding the value of a2 parameter a2, that equal to 4a3 minus 2a2, that equal to minus 4a3, a2 equal to minus 4a3 plus 2a2. After then a2 equal to minus 2a3. For this, I am getting the value of a2, that equal to minus 2a3. After then, I know the values of a1 equal to 0 and a2 equal to minus 2a3. I'm taking these two values and substituting in equation 2 for getting the value of u. U equal to a1 equal to 0 plus a2 equal to minus 2a3 x plus a3 x square. After then, a3 minus 2x plus x square, I'm getting the value of u1, that equal to minus a3. Here, I'm getting the value of u1 also. From this expression, I know the values of a1 u equal to zeros. After then, a2 equal to minus 2a3, u1 equal to minus a3. I know the values of these parameters. After then, I'm finding the value of du by dx. For finding the value of total potential energy pi, I know the values of a, but I didn't know of value of du by dx. First of all, I know the value of du by dx, and substituting the value in this equation 1, I know the value of p. That means, sorry, pi. Du by dx, d by dx of, okay, in this, u value is a3 into minus 2x plus x square. And substituting the value in this d by dx and finding the value and substituting the value of u in this equation, u is a3 of minus 2x plus x square. I'm substituting the value in the place of instead of u, a3 minus 2x plus x square. After differentiation, I get the value of 2 minus 2a3 x equal to 1, d by dx of x equal to 1 plus x square. 2a3 minus 1 plus x square equal to 1. Minus 2x plus, instead of x square, I'm substituting and calculating in terms of x, I get the value plus x. Substituting the value of du by dx in equation 1. Equation 1, which is 1 by 2 integral 0 to L a du by dx whole square minus dx into dx minus 2un. After that, I'm substituting the du by dx value, which is 2a3 into minus 1 plus x. In equation 1, a du by dx value whole square minus dx minus 2u1. After that, I'm getting the value pi equal to half integral 0 to L. After substituting the value 0 to L, and length will be 2. 0 to 2, 4a3 2 whole square minus 1 plus x square dx minus 2 minus a3. These are the values I get after integration. After then, I'm taking the value of 2a3 whole square into as a common 0 2a3 square integral 0 to 2. The remaining terms will be 1 minus 2x plus x square dx. After the n minus minus plus 2a3. Therefore, pi equal to 2a3 square 2 by 3 plus 2a3. These terms are integrated. After then, the remaining will be 2a3 square 2 by 3 plus 2a3. According to Rayleigh method, we know that 2 dou pi p by dou c3 or ci. In this, the coefficient will be a3. In this, the coefficient will be a3. Dou pi by dou a3 equal to 0. Dou by dou a3 in terms of pi value will be 2a3 square into 2 by 3 plus 2a3. After differentiating, it will be 4 by 3 a square plus 2a3, that equal to 0. After partial differentiation, this will be obtained 8a3 by 3 plus 2. Then 8a3 by 3, that equal to minus 2. LHS will be transferred from LHS to RHS. That will be positive, will be transferred into RHS. That will be minus 2. Therefore, A3 equal to minus 6 by 2 3s are 6 minus 6 by 8. That equal to minus 0.75. U1 equal to minus A3. Okay. We know the value of U1 equal to minus A3. Okay. Why I am stating that in this dou pi by dou A3 equal to 0. Why? Because already we know the expression for finding coefficient. In this, I am following these 3 steps for solving problem in Rayleigh method. First of all, I am assuming the displacement field, and after that total potential energy. Finally, system of equations. First of all, I am assuming displacement field, that is half integral 0 to L A du by dx whole square dx minus 2u. It is the displacement function. First of all, I am assuming that. After then, finding total potential energy or potential energy. That means applying boundary condition. This is the second step. And third step is the finding potential energy pi value. Third one is the finding of and solving system of equations. That means taking coefficient dou pi by dou ci. Ci means I value from 1 to n. In this, I am taking A3 value. Why? Because U1 is that equal to minus A3. Okay. After substituting the values of A1, A2 in equation 2, I get the value of U1 is equal to A3. So, based on this expression, I have to find out the value in future. That means A3. So, for this reason, I am taking dou pi by dou A3 equal to 0 and getting the value of A3 equal to minus 0.75, U1 equal to minus A3, that equal to minus of minus 0.75, that will be 0.75. Okay, this is the problem on example, exercise problem on Rayleigh-Ridge method. Next method is the weighted residual method. This method is also similar to previous one, but this one is a approximate method for solving linear or non-linear differential equations. In this, integral v is integral v wi r of x comma pi dx equal to 0. In this, wi is the weighting function, r of x comma pi is the residual. I value changes from 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma and so on n. Again, weighted residual methods are classified into four types. One is point collocation method. Second one is the subdomain collocation method. Third one is the least square method. Fourth one is the Galerkin's method. I'm coming to first method and explaining that point collocation method is nothing but in this point collocation method is in this where the residual r of x comma pi is said to be 0 at defined limits or defined points. That means x1, x2, x3 and so on xn. And coming to second one, subdomain collocation method. Subdomain nothing but in this the domain is divided into number of subdomains. In this also I'm taking the residual is 0, wi weighted function is equal to 1. Next, least square method. In this, integral square of the weighted residual over the domain is 0. That means integral square wi x square, that will be equal to over the domain is 0. Galerkin's method. What is Galerkin's method? It is the important method. These two are the important methods, least square and Galerkin's. In this Galerkin's method, I'm assuming the weighted function. That means the trial function y of x is a trial function. Y of x is a trial function, act like a weighting function. In this method, the domain integral is set to 0. Domain integral wi r of x comma pi is zeros. Point collocation method. In this, residual set of zeros at undefined points. The expression will be integral v delta is the displacement x minus xi, r of x comma pi dx is the residual. Here x equal to xi, w is the weighting function, that is 1. Next, subdomain collocation method. In this also the residual is set to 0. Subdomain, that means domain is divided into number of subdomains. The weighting function is given by wi equal to 1 weighted function. Integral r of x comma pi dx. This is the approximate function and this one is the residual. Next, coming to least square method. In this weighted integral square of weighted residual over the domain is minimum. This is also an approximate solution. Minimization of integral weighted residual. In this, dou a by dou pi equal to 0. Again, in this Galerkin's method, trial function y of x taken as a weighting function. We already know that weighting function is indicated by wi and domain integral is set to 0. For this explanation of those four methods. That means point collocation method, subdomain collocation method, least squares, and Galerkin's method. I am taking simple problem here. I am taking simply supported beam and subjecting load. That means UDL, continuous loads, and uniformly distributed loads, weight per unit length. I am showing here. This one is simply supported beam, one is hinged support, and one is roller support. The length will be from A to B, the total length will be L, and from A to C, the length will be exactly equals to middle, L by 2, half. You know that for finding the deflection of midspan, C point will be midspan of beam by weighted residual method determined by deflection of beam by psi. It is subjected to UDL, uniformly distributed load. First of all, I am assuming the displacement function or displacement field will be EI d4y by dx square, dx power 4. Why? Because in this the load will be subjected to in the form of uniformly distributed. EI, I is the moment of inertia, d4y by dx power 4 minus w weighting function equal to 0. I am taking trigonometric series y equal to a sin pi x by L. Pi is the potential, x is the parameter, L is the total length as the trial function. We already know that y of x equal to f of x, or y of x is a trial function taken as a weighting function. Differentiating y value to 4 times, that means in terms of 4, d power 4 y by dx power 4, we get a pi power 4 by L power 4 sin pi x by L. Okay, I'm differentiating the value of y in terms of 4 times a pi power 4 by L power 4 sin pi x by L. After that, therefore residual will be or ei d power 4 y by dx power 4 minus w by equation of deflection of the beam subjected to UDL. Therefore, R equal to ei d power 4 y by dx power 4 value will be a pi by 4 by L by 4 sin pi x by L minus w weighting function. First of all, I am taking point collocation method. In this point collocation method, the residual will be set to 0 of n defined limits. In this R term completely 0, R equal to 0. Because of that reason, ei a pi by L power 4 sin pi x by L minus w equal to 0. For maximum deflection, deflection, midspan will be L by 2. I'm taking that value x equal to L by 2. Maximum deflection, that means maximum deflection that it will occur in midspan only. For any beam, I'm subjecting or I'm applying the load at midspan, the deflection occurs in midspan only, not in both endpoints or starting initial points. So for that reason, I'm taking the length x equal to L by 2 at midspan, the deflection occurs at midspan point. On simplifying that, I get the value of A WL power 4 by pi by 4 L EI by simplifying this equation and substituting the value of x in equation 2. Therefore, y max equal to WL power 4 by pi by 4 EI sin pi x by L. Pi x by L, x equal to L by 2. After then, I get the value of pi by 2. Pi by 2 sin 90 equal to 1. We already know that sin 90 equal to 1 sin pi by 2. Sin 45 is 1 by root 2. In this, we know the value of sin 90 equal to 1. After getting the value of y max, WL by L power 4 by pi by 4 EI. Pi by 4. Pi is the value of total potential energy. 97.409 EI. After that, subdomain collocation method. In subdomain collocation method also, the domains are divided into number of subdomains. Based on that, the residual is also set to 0 in this subdomain collocation method. For that, I'm taking the limits integral 0 to 1, or is the residual dx equal to 0. The total terms are 0, and integrating that, a value will be wl power 4 by 62 ei. 62 integrate. That means integrating a value of a, you get wl power 4 by 62 ei sin pi x by l. At x equal to, that means the deflection occur at midpoint. I'm taking the value at x equal to half. Then y max, the deflection, maximum deflection will occur at point of wl power 4 by 62 ei. This is the value of y max, maximum deflection occur at point collocation method. We get the value of wl power 4 by 97.409 ei. In subdomain collocation method, y max will be wl power 4 by 62 ei. In least squares method, in this method, I equal to integral, that means integral square of the weighted residual over the domain is set to minimum. That means I is equal to 0 to 1 r square. That means in this least square method, we are following integral square. That means r square dx. Already we know the value of r, that will be ei a pi by 4 power 4 sin pi x by l minus w. I'm taking that value in this equation, r square minus w. Then 2a by 2a, that equal to 0. This equation get from after classifying or after simplifying that equation, we get 2a by 2a equal to 0. Therefore, a equal to 4wl power 4 by pi by 5 ei. This equation get from integrating a value wl power 4 by pi by 4 ei. After integrating, we get the value of 4 wl power 4 by pi by 5 ei. Therefore, y equal to 4 wl power 4 by pi by 5 ei sin pi x by l. Okay, x equal to, here x equal to length will be l by 2. Y max will be wl power 4 by 76.5 ei. 76.5 ei. After then, finally, Galerkin's method. In this method, I'm taking y of x is taken as a trial function and as a weighting function also. Integral 0 to 1 y of residual into dx equal to 0. On integrating a value, we get 4 wl power 4 by pi by 5 ei. Y equal to 4 wl power 4 by pi by 5 ei sin pi x by l. At x equal to half, we get the value of y max, that equal to wl power 4 pi by 5 ei. Pi power 5, pi is the potential energy, 76.5 ei. It is concluded that LC, least square method, and Galerkin's method gives more. That means Galerkin's method and least square methods both are similar. Here also we get the value of wl power 4 by 76.5 ei, and Galerkin's method also we get the same value which we get in least squares method also, wl power 4 by 76.5 ei. Okay, this is a simple problem. By following this problem, we have to understand what are the methods used for solving some problems on weighted residual method. Those are point collocation, subdomain collocation, least squares, and Galerkin's method. Okay, thank you, students.